Right, we've been reporting this morning on the resignations of BBC Director Tim Davie and the CEO of News, Deborah Turness. Let's talk more about it now with Dame Caroline Dinenage, the Chair of the Culture, Media and Sport Committee. A very good morning to you. Thanks so much for joining us. Were you expecting these resignations and are they warranted?
I wasn't expecting the resignations. I'm very sad. I think it's really regrettable that Tim Davie had to step down. Huge commitment to the BBC and public service broadcasting. But I think he was right to do so. I think restoring trust in the corporation's got to come first. And the fact is that they were very slow to react to the implication of Michael Prescott's report. And they just didn't take it seriously until it was too late.
We were talking to Stuart Purvis earlier, and he was pointing to the fact that, of course, the chair, Mr. Shah, who we're waiting to hear from today, is also across some of these committees and has some form of editorial role as well. If it's warranted that both Tim Davie and Deborah Turness had to go, should Shah be considering his position as well or not?
Well, I think we need someone to be steering the ship at the moment. We're still waiting as a committee to have the response to the letter that we wrote to Samir Shah last week. We're expecting that letter back from him today. And we asked him a whole range of questions to set out what his committee, the Editorial Guidance Committee, are going to do to address some of what seems to be some systemic editorial challenges that the BBC are facing.
Do you think Donald Trump has had undue influence on who runs our public broadcaster in the last week?
No, I don't think so. I mean, I don't think it's ever healthy for a foreign government to try and interfere in national media. But equally, you know, he makes a good point. You know, the Panorama documentary was spliced. It wasn't just sort of edited in the normal way. It was spliced to create a very, very different meaning from what had happened. And, you know, and I guess the real thing here is the BBC have always pitched themselves as the antithesis to this very selectively clipped rounds going around on social media and the partisan media you see in the United States. And if we're going to live up to that, we have to make sure that everything the BBC put out is as impartial and as balanced as possible.
Do you think that this and other issues that have bubbled around for the last couple of years will influence and or should influence the BBC Charter discussions that will be taking place over the next couple of years?
I think it has to influence the BBC Charter decisions. If you remember when the Charter was reviewed last time, about 10 years ago, they took the opportunity to put integrity into its top missions and to bring Ofcom in as a regulator. I mean, I think the Charter has to look at how the BBC retains its balance and its integrity, how it retains the trust of the British people and the licence fee payer, because, you know, that's absolutely fundamental for the future of the BBC. But actually it reflects upon us as a nation, because the BBC is such a well-known and such a well-respected brand around the world. The BBC Charter review has to be done in partnership with the licence fee payers who use it, and it has to maintain the trust and respect.